This simulates a typical structure, a bridge pier, abutment, a wall, a column, anything that you might see. If you just turn and look around you, you see concrete all over Las Vegas. And some of that deteriorates. In the northeast corner of the country, the northwest, some of the older parts of the U.S., you've got carbonates and freeze-thaw cycles and salt and just plain age, poor mix design, all those things contribute to deterioration of structures. And in many parts of the country, the gunite process, still commonly called that in the field, although officially dry shotcrete, is one of the preferred methods for this sort of what we call dental work. The dry process, which is the original shotcrete process, provides for a dampened granular material, sand and cement, conveyed in an airstream to the nozzle. At the point of placement, the nozzle, at the end of the nozzle and the point of placement, the nozzleman is adding the water desired to give him the proper consistency of the material. And by test, the water-cement ratio at the point of impact on the substrate is about 0.4. And you'll see when the finishing process starts, there's still plenty of plasticity there, even though the term dry might connote that it's different than wet concrete. When shotcrete strikes the surface, whether it comes from a wet hose or a dry hose, the water-cement ratio and consistency will be about the same. The nozzlemen here today, most of the crew members are all ASA members, certified nozzlemen, which is one of the primary functions of the Shotcrete Association, is to act as the primary sponsor, local sponsoring group for ACI nozzleman certification. The program has been very successful in improving the quality of shotcrete around the country, we're happy to say. In fact, there are European and Asian groups that have also requested support from us to develop a certification program there. Shotcrete is pneumatically applied concrete. So what we're doing here is no different than what's being done out on the other 30 acres of flat work and walls. It's still concrete placement. The technology, in my mind, is a little ways toward the higher end of the spectrum. You've got very, very critical gradation to properly impinge the substrate. You've got the skill requirements of the nozzleman, but most of you who flew here didn't fly with an untrained pilot. So training a nozzleman and providing the certification program that assures their experience will guarantee a proper application and a good repair. Material that's being supplied to Alain is coming from a dry rotary gun being fed by a pre-dampener. Pre-dampening is an absolute must. The original gunite process, as patented, specified that the sand content moisture should be 4 to 6%, or 3 to 6% is sufficient. And this not only controls the dust, but it actually allows contact between the cement and moisture to start a prehydration, which helps develop the crystal of the cement particle more fully before it's placed on the surface. So the period of time between contact with water till it discharges at the nozzle is probably 2 to 5 minutes in most application cases.